10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let it go, Ron. John Henry. And I also want to point out a guy right here, center stage, Lafitte Pinkai Jr. He was a big part of John's success. He was aboard for the 1981 Santa Anita handicap win, and then he was on the wrong end of a disqualification when Shoe rode John and Lafitte was on Perot. The first two-time winner of the Santa Anita handicap. Here he is, the magnificent John Henry. And I think you'd agree this statue is out of this world. I'd ask Ron McAnally at this point to come on up and say a couple of words. First of all, Ron, I know you always looked up to this horse, and now you're really looking up to it.
Oh, what a job.
Unbelievable.
Nina did a magnificent job. She's one of the best, just like her. We got together several times, but I never knew what she could do something like this.
Ron, if I can get you to turn around here when we get the camera. I want to ask you, this horse was popular for so many reasons. He was from the wrong side of the tracks, a nondescript pedigree. He was a little bit ornery. He ran against the best bred horses in the world, and he quite often kicked them in the behind. But from your standpoint, what were the things that made John great, Ron?
I think the crew that we had working with him, Louis Sinicola, Eduardo Linda, and Lafitte, who rode him several times, and just treating him the way he should be treated. I think that's really what turned him around. You know, before we got him, he was mean and everything, but we treated him kindly, and he was and just did the right thing. He comes, you know, he's from humble beginnings, and it just showed. You know, here's a horse that I'm sure all of you fans will relate to him as being a champion because he comes from these humble beginnings, and the good Lord gave him to me to do what I did, you know, because I was from the same side of the street. So it just shows you when you try hard, no matter what you do, you can do it.
Well stated. I want to ask you a question. We mentioned Perot was disqualified, and they put you up in the 1982 Big Cap. John became the first two-time winner of the prestigious Big Cap. Charlie Whittingham, a guy that you loved, competed against, he trained Perot, and you beat him many times with John. I know there were times he was unhappy with John, but I think deep in his heart he loved him. What did Charlie say over the years to you about John Henry and running for the big money, Ron?
All he would say, well, you beat me again. And anyway, one of the classic remarks he made was, he said, somebody asked him, you think you can beat him today? He said, hell, he said, I'm just trying to outdo him. And he did.
Actually, John outran Charlie in that department. Anyway, Ron, we have a magnificent spot for this statue. I just say, the only way I can describe it is, this statue, I think folks, you might agree with me, this is Santa Anita. It truly is.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mike. And one thing I might add, you know, you see the statue over here to our right, the Sea Biscuit, and I'm sure a lot of you people never saw that. But many people here now, at least you got to see this horse run.
I just got the
and he gave you so much pleasure.